Soundwave, isn't he supposed to be a tape recorder?
I was waiting for him to transform into like a giant iPod, but it didn't happen. I'm Allan and this is Jared. We're the Edge Movie Review, and today we're going to be reviewing
Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen.
It's obviously one of the most anticipated sequels of the summer and of the year and perhaps the decade, with the mass popularity and of the first Transformers maybe back a couple years ago. It kind of picks up about 2 years or so when the first movie left off. The Autobots are still on Earth and they are out pursuing the remnant Decepticons that have kind of gone into hiding. And from there is where our story picks up.
Now, I will say, it had some good parts to it, but most of this Transformers movie had a lot of bad elements to it. Mainly the sacrificing of the plot for more comedic elements,
Yeah, that was it's kind of overdone in our opinion. Nothing wrong with having some humor in there. Certainly the first movie did, but it seemed like every 15 seconds there was something just kind of thrown in there that wasn't completely necessary.
I'm just going to be point blank and period about this. There was a lot of inappropriate speech going on. I mean, I know it's a PG-13 movie, so they're allowed to, say a lot of stuff, but they know that this is a borderline children's movie, seeing as how lots of children are going to be like, Mom, Dad, I want to go see that, I want to go see that, I want to go see that. And so, you have like 5 and 6-year-olds going in there and hearing words that they shouldn't hear until they get to like high school or something.
And it would have been nice to have a little bit more plot. I mean, the story was good. It followed with the the tradition, the canon of the Cybertron planet and the cube and everything. And they worked that in there, so they weren't really just making stuff up. But they could have had a little bit more of that and less of the humor part to it. One of the positive things, and there are positive things about this movie, this is not by any means a movie we don't like, is it kind of adds to the international scale and everything, where you have, especially in the beginning, Decepticons popping up in different countries, and the Autobots, and more of a, not so much a American task force, but more of an international group that the public doesn't really know about, is going around and pulling out these Decepticons and in their hiding places, and kind of getting them out of the way. And also, too, obviously, as you saw in the trailer, and you've probably already seen the movie yourself, is at the end of the movie, you do get to see Egypt and the pyramids, and that mythology is kind of brought into the Transformer mythology, and I thought that was really well done.
Right, with the different hieroglyphs and everything like that. The CG was on par with the first Transformers movie. The way that they, and I noticed that they paid a lot more attention to detail of how the Transformers actually transform. And they showed that a little bit more in depth. Now, what I will say about the CG was that at one point there was like a split second for where the Transformers looked a bit cartoonish, and I will say they should have worked a little bit better on that. But hey, what can you do? I mean, you only can do so much as far as the CG and the expense budget and everything like that.
One more thing to mention that was really good about the movie was you did get to see, this was a big nostalgic kind of moment for me, was the Constructicons that actually looked like the Constructicons in the cartoon. I thought they would kind of adjust that and mess that up. And you did get to see all of them. You get to see them come together and form Devastator. And to me, that was I was about to come out of my seat at that point. That was pretty cool.
Yes, it was. I mean, it was very well put together, especially the sequence where he comes together. That had to be like one of the coolest scenes in the movie.
We are looking forward to a third Transformer movie. We do hope that it will be better than the second one.
Right. Now, although we do anticipate a third movie, I mean, I don't know, will you anticipate it as highly as we did this one?
Not as much. I mean, I'll kind of go into it with lower expectations, but hoping for the best.
Overall, the movie wasn't bad. I mean, the movie did have some places where it did fail a little bit, but overall, the movie is still worth going to see at the theaters at least once. Any more than that is not recommended, but I believe I believe we can safely assume that we can give this movie a golden hour rating. But like I said, just go ahead and see it once. You know, no more than that. Well, that's going to be the end of our review for Transformers. Check out the blog.
And our social networking sites.
All right, have a nice day.
May the force be with you.